although I have notes for this, I really am doing this on the fly. So we're going to talk about the true cost of being a real estate agent, from becoming one, the monetary cost to being one, including the mental cost. There's a lot of things that they just don't tell you before you become an agent. So one thing is that you will hear people say to have 1 year's worth of your living expenses saved before you become an agent, and I wholeheartedly agree with that, especially in this market. So the bar is set pretty low to become a real estate agent. You basically have to take classes and pass a test. That's it. Then you're an agent. So for the classes and licensing fees, it's about $1,000. I'm going to talk about the money part first. You have to join a board. So your board dues are right around $400. Then you join a brokerage. Then you may or may not have brokerage fees, and this is all dependent on where you go. So you have monthly desk fees, you have fees for copying and printing, you have fees for your supplies. If you have an office, you often have to pay for that. It depends on which brokerage you're at. You also have the inevitable fee of splitting the commission that you earn with your broker. If you work on a team, you have a different fee structure. You're also splitting your fees with you're splitting your commission with your team leader. Fees that you might not think about associated with being a real estate agent. Wardrobe fees. Honestly, you're in a forward-facing business. You have to look professional, or you don't have to, but depending on where you're practicing, you should look professional. Just having a computer is a expense people don't think about. Getting your headshots done is a couple $100. Having business cards is a couple $100. Once you get an actual listing, you have to pay for the marketing of it. So if you're doing photography, videography, if you're having your listing cleaned, if you're having debris removed, if you're having staging done. Staging can run anywhere from virtual staging, which is about $50 to $80 per room, to $5,000 to have some furniture brought into a home. If you're working with buyers, your fees are going to be paying for your gas, paying for printing of information for the buyers. Closing gifts, hopefully you get the opportunity to buy closing gifts. Wrestling with my mic cord right now. Lead sources, here's something you don't think about. When you start your first day as a real estate agent, nobody's handing you business. At least nobody's handing it to you for free. If you're working on a team, you're paying one way or another for your leads. Or some people go to like Zillow and buy leads, Realtor.com and buy leads, and they're expensive. Any kind of books, a CRM, which is basically like an email program, continuing education, the cost of your vehicle, gas, wear and tear on your vehicle. Those are just things that you don't think about. If you're going to be a luxury agent, you can't show up, or you can, but you're not going to probably make the impression that you want if you show up in an old beat up Toyota Corolla. How do I know? I did it. I want to talk more about the mental cost of being a real estate agent. So I wrote down notes because, gosh, I don't want to miss anything. So I want to tell you about the things that agents don't talk about, at least in public. This is the stuff that we talk about amongst ourselves. And I can only tell you about my own experiences, but I will tell you that they are not unique. I know there's real estate TV shows, sorry, it's my cord is driving me nuts. And I'll tell you that there is plenty of drama in the real estate agent world. So the mental cost. You have to have a thick skin in this business. You will be filled with self-doubt. If you think I wouldn't say I'm filled with self-doubt, but I absolutely 100% have self-doubt. You will be in competition, not only with other agents, but you're gonna be in competition with yourself to do better than you did the month before, the year before, and that's a real thing that really weighs on you mentally. Listen, I had a great year last year. I am mentally stressed right now about what 2024 is going to look like, and if I'm going to be able to push out numbers like I did last year. Doubt it. You're going to make mistakes. there is a mental stress about, you know, when you make a mistake. I've been around a lot of agents that make a mistake and then lie about it. I mean, it's very stressful. There's a mental stress about being in a commission earning field where, you know, we get, you know, an average sale is about 45 days long. So when you're putting all this money out, you're getting something under agreement, you're not getting paid for 45 days. In that 45 days, you're definitely having a rent bill or a mortgage bill and utility bills coming. It's stressful. I'll say that then there's the mental stress of dealing with other people. And I'm not only talking about clients, I'm talking about other real estate agents. In this market, agents are afraid of losing business to one another, and people that are afraid turn to anger. People that are jealous of you will smear your name. You have to be ready for this stuff. I have so many stories, but I had an agent go all out one time and make a whole website based on basically how I did my business and the opposite of it, and went to the extreme of creating fake profiles, fake email addresses. Hi Donna, we have donuts, that's good news for me. And running a whole smear campaign to try to get me out of the business. That went on for about a year. Local agent, I'm not naming names. I've had agents and consumers get mad at me and hold grudges against me that are still going to this day because I acted ethically in a transaction and did the right thing, which was unfortunate for them and their clients. Agents will try to steal your business. I've had agents in my own brokerage try to steal business from my own subdivisions. Wild. Desperate people do desperate things. There's a lot of desperate real estate agents right now, and so you just can't put anything beyond them. I read something this morning that said there's 1 million cheap seats in the world today filled with people who will never be brave enough with their own lives, but will spend every ounce of energy they have hurling advice and judgment at those of us trying to dare greatly. And granted, this is just the nastiness. This is, like I said, the mental cost. There are so many wonderful things about being a real estate agent. Obviously, the opportunity for time management. I raised 2 little boys in the last 14 years doing this. The opportunity to make a lot of money if you're, you know, willing to put on thick skin, put on a smile, and, you know, mind your own business and work hard. The wonderful relationships that you form along the way are probably the best part of it, from clients and customers to the people that you work with on a daily basis. It really is. It's a super rewarding career. I just wanted to put out there. Somebody had actually asked me about the cost of being a real estate agent, and I'm like, the money is just one thing. There's a whole other aspect to it that you have to be prepared for while you're probably not making any money. So it's it's mentally taxing, but here we are. I'm going to talk about it. So that's that. If you have any questions about real estate, becoming an agent, selling your home, you have 1 million people you could ask them to. I would be happy to answer your questions for you. You guys have a great day.